But at the end of the day, when it comes, I was just, going back to what you say, what you can and can do. Jay-Z, he owned the Brooklyn Nets, but you can't own the team, even though it's a small percentage, you can't own the team and have a sports agency. So you have to let the team go. If you find loopholes, they're going to find loopholes to do whatever they want to do.
They never stopped Jay-Z because he lacked vision. They stopped him because the rules couldn't handle how powerful he was becoming. Everybody loves talking ownership until somebody actually tries to own everything. Cameron just broke down the real reason Jay-Z had to choose. Not because he wanted to, but because the system forced him to. One minute, you're building a sports agency. The next minute, they tell you can't own a team too. Even if it's a small percentage, even if you earned it, and even if you changed the game. And that's the part people keep missing. If you're winning, nobody complains. But once you're winning in too many rooms, the rules start showing up. They let you hustle. They let you grow. But the second you start overlapping power, now it becomes a problem. Now I'm about to play this clip for y'all. But before I do, I just need y'all to leave y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
But that's a conversation I really would love to ask you guys. After Cam's take, I didn't want to line step because Cam always think I'm line stepping him. So after you have that, I would love to see. Put the camera on him so you can see what I'm dealing
Plotting
with.
on line
what I'm dealing with.
Yeah,
line stepping.
This is crazy, yo. You go before me every take, so I always you line step me because I sit and be patiently waiting for everybody to go. I think what you said, Mace, is a great point. People try to put you like you can do this or can't do that. If you're doing it all well, you can't complain.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Once you stop doing what you do well, then they're going to complain. Like, same thing will be like, make the main thing the main thing. Now, if Paul George, right, let's just use Paul George. If he was averaging 33 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds, and Philadelphia was winning, and he was podcasting 3-4 times a week, you wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
But if he's winning, but because he's not winning and he wasn't playing, you're going to have a problem doing this. I'm problem with him podcasting, so to speak. People got a problem right now with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's the owner of the Raiders.
Yes.
But he's broadcasting every weekend for Fox, I believe. If it's not Fox or it's Fox.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you people know this. When you broadcast for the game, before the game, you talk to both teams and you get insight from both teams on how they practice during the week or what players are injured or what plays they're going to run, so that when you're announcing the game, you're more knowledgeable to the fan that's watching the game.
Yes.
But if you're giving Tom Brady this information and he's an owner of a team, how much of that information can he take as a broadcaster and now save the information and use it as an owner? They had a problem with him because he had the headphones on and was up in the Raiders skybox one day against a team, Raiders playing against a team that he interviewed a couple weeks before. What can you do and what can't you do? If you can do it and get paid, then you can do it and get paid. But at the end of the day, when it comes, I was just, going back to what you say, what you can and can do. Jay-Z, he owned the Brooklyn Nets, but you can't own the team, even though it's a small percentage, you can't own the team and have a sports agency. So you have to let the team go. If you find loopholes, they're going to find loopholes to do whatever they want to do. Now, back to this situation with Austin Reeves and Rich Paul. I ain't even talking about that situation. Whatever. It just, to me, Austin Reeves comes off as a bitter former basketball player. Like he's bitter about everything. His career didn't go the way I think he wanted it to go. I thought he was a decent role player throughout his career, but he just comes off so bitter and angry, not just with Rich Paul, just anything. He's always angry, like, yo, bro, what you mad about? You grew up in a good household. You had a mother, you had an NBA father, you had a very decent career. I know it might not have lasted as long as you wanted to, but you seem bitter. You seem very bitter, man. That's all I really have to say about the situation, because I took my time up talking about other things. But far as this situation, it's not too much. He just comes off bitter about anything he's talking about. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. So you made the difference between Jay-Z and what he had to separate in order to be a agent or agency. And is there really? Should everything really be separate, Maurice? What do you think?
In the context of this, I don't think that this should be separate. When I look at this thing, like outside of my personal feelings for Austin Reed just talking crazy about Rich, the real issue that I have with it is that we can't complain that Black people don't sit in authoritative roles and Black people can't be owners, and they sit in these situations to progress just how people view us, how they look at us, and just how we can operate versus how agents and agencies and all of these management companies used to operate before. We can't have people sitting right there and criticize it, right? So I don't know. I think we're in uncharted territory. Like, I don't know what's right and what's wrong, but I'm definitely not about to say what he's doing is wrong just because I've never seen it. And I don't think it's a conflict of interest. I think that anybody, like people criticize just because they've never seen it before. They'll criticize you and say it's wrong versus, okay, what is he doing? And then sourcing the facts and say, okay, is it a conflict of interest? It's not, right? But just because other agencies operated the way that they did doesn't mean the way that Rich Paul is doing it is wrong. And I think he is right. You'll have other people following suit, and this will be a way to market, or this may be the way to interview. You're like,
this is why conversations about power always get very uncomfortable. My takeaway isn't that anybody was wrong. It's that the system still isn't built for people who think 10 steps ahead. Jay-Z didn't hit a ceiling because he overreached. He hit it because the rules were designed to keep the lanes separate. Ownership over here, management over there, media somewhere else, and once you try to connect all of it, the alarms start going off. I actually respect how this played out. It shows growth. It shows restraint. It shows that sometimes the smartest move is knowing when to let go of one piece so the bigger picture stays intact. And the bigger picture here is influence, longevity, and control without chaos. People argue about fairness, but business has never been about fairness. It's about structure. And ownership is the fastest way to grow generational wealth in any industry. That's the part that matters long term. This whole breakdown should make you think deeper about how success is rewarded and where it's quietly limited. So let me ask you all this. Do you think Jay-Z would have changed sports ownership forever if the rules didn't force him to choose? And do you agree with Cameron that overlapping power is only a problem when somebody like Jay-Z does it? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.